Hello, my dear students. Very interesting chapter or very interesting topic we were discussing yesterday. Markovnikov's rule, Russian scientist. Out of the two possibilities, only one possibility is there. Okay. So, after going through Markovnikov's rule, for what? For addition of hydrogen halide on unsymmetrical alkenes. For symmetrical, it's not a problem at all. Problem is there only for the unsymmetrical, which one is formed. So strictly according to Markovnikov's rule. Today we go ahead with what properties of alkenes. Today our first property is what? Reaction of alkenes with sulfuric acid. Okay, this is what sulfuric acid. H2SO4 is written like this to show that H2SO4 contains H plus proton acid, it is contains protons. So proton, this is a plus part and this is a negative part. Okay, this is symmetrical alkene. Either double bond will fall here or fall here. There is no problem at all. Symmetrical. Therefore, if it falls here, minus loses a plus. If it is a plus, minus part. If it is a minus, plus part. Accordingly, this is the product is formed here. This is what? Ethyl hydrogen. See, this is called ethyl hydrogen. SO4 is what? Sulfate. Ethyl hydrogen sulfate. This is unsymmetrical alkene. Negative part will go to the carbon atom containing the less number of hydrogen atom. That means negative part will go to this part. Okay. So this is the negative part, SO3H. Positive part is here. So it was CH2 became the CH3 according to Markovnikov's rule. Okay. This is what? CH3 CH3 propyl. Propyl hydrogen sulfate. Now water. Water is made up of two ions, H plus OH minus. Symmetrical, no problem. Anywhere they will add accordingly ethanol. Okay. Non-symmetrical, where it will add? Again, negative part will go to the carbon atom containing the less number of hydrogen atom. So in the water, negative part is OH minus. So OH minus will go to this area. Okay. So CH3 CHOH. This is allowed. So right mark. Now for addition of water to the 2-methyl propene. Carbon-carbon double bond is here. Where OH minus will attack, OH minus will attack where the carbon contains less number of hydrogen on this only. So CH3 is there, CH3 there. On C1 OH will come and CH3. This is the longest chain, right? So OH and the second carbon atom. So 2-methyl propan 2-ol or 2-methyl propanol, strictly according to the Markovnikov's rule. Now this is what? These are called oxidation reactions of alkenes. Okay, using the Bayer's reagent or strong oxidizing agent, potassium permanganate or the potassium dichromate, right? So accordingly, what we got here? We got what? For the carbon chain, two OH groups are there. They are called as what? Dihydric alcohols. Okay, dihydric. They are called as dihydric alcohols are called as glycols. Which glycol? See the parent chain, two carbon atoms. So ethylene glycol. Okay, or according to IUPAC, it is 1,2. Okay, ethane 1,2 diol. This is propane 1,2 diol or propylene glycol. Glycol is most famous name and IUPAC has accepted the common name which is very popular. So first one is ethylene glycol, second one is propylene glycol when they undergo oxidation. Bayer's reagent. Okay. So in most of the organic chemistry we use Bayer's reagent. Okay, right. And potassium permanganate is a very powerful oxidizing agent, right? Okay. Now, when 2-methyl propene undergoes oxidation with the KMnO4, expected product is what? Because 2-methyl groups are there here. So when the 2-methyl groups are there, so we get what? Ketone. Because what is ketone? CH3, CH3, C double bond. Already CH3 2 are there. Only thing is Here we have to add O. So CH3 2 times C with 1 O supplied by the KMnO4, right? Remaining is what? C with O gives CO2 and H2 with O gives H2O. So all the O's are supplied by KMnO4. Okay. So one O with this C so that it becomes ketone. Another some amount of O for this carbon to become carbon dioxide, and amount required for this H2 is only 1 O. So all the O's are given by KMnO4 in the presence of acid. Okay, right. Now this is butene when undergoes oxidation with the KMnO4. You see how the attachment is there. First, KMnO4 undergoes readiness for the oxidation, K plus and MnO4 minus ion. So how this MnO4 MnO4 ion is made a cyclic structure for the CH3 CH CH3. Okay, double bond is converted into cyclic form, unstable intermediate. Okay, then what happens here? CH3 CHO, one group is separated, then CH3 CHO aldehyde. Okay, so one CH3 CHO, other CH3 CHO, two CH3 CHO will separate out. Okay, now this will go back to the with the potassium permanganate afterwards. Okay, then from that once again you will get O. So aldehyde becomes the acid. Normally when aldehydes undergoes oxidation, they convert into what? Acids. That means final product is acid. Which acid? Acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So butene upon oxidation gives two molecules of ethanoic acid. Why? Because bond breaks here. So this is one unit, CH3CH with 2O, CH3CH with 2O, so that two CH3COOH forms. Double bond breaks here with the help of what? KMnO4. This is called ozonolysis. Breaking the double bond using the ozone is called as ozonolysis via intermediate called ozonide. So this is ethene with ozone. Where double bond is there, there is the ozonide, that is ozone link forms, structure forms. Okay, see here. C double bond C is not here. Okay, so here one O, here one O. So this is what? Ozone structure for the carbon-carbon double bond, known as the ozonide, which is intermediate. In the presence of zinc, what happens here? So HCHO, HC HCHO aldehyde. One more HCHO. Okay. So remaining H2O with one O becomes H2O to separate. What is the main product? Formaldehyde. 2 moles of formaldehyde. Now in the case of propylene, what happens here? Double bond is here. So ring formation takes place here. Where there is a double bond, there is a ring formation with the help of what? Ozone, which is known as ozonide. Okay. Right. Ring structure. How it breaks? It breaks in this way. CH3 CHO. Correct? Then HCHO. So two aldehydes depend upon the structure. There is only two similar groups were there. So similar, but here it is unsymmetrical. No. So one is acetaldehyde, other one is formaldehyde. This is 2-methyl propene. See the structure. One methyl is there, one methyl is there. Okay. Ozone ring is here. How it looks? CH3, CH3, CO means some kind of propanone, ketone. Okay. CH3, CO is the ketone. Once the ketone forms, what is left here? HCHO. So depend upon the what the ozone ring formation and the arrangement, they will go for the either two similar aldehyde or two different aldehyde or aldehyde and the ketone. Okay, right. Now this is what? Polymerization. They also come under the addition reactions. Same molecules undergoes reaction with itself under some special conditions are there. Okay, there is a separate branch. What? Polymer chemistry is there, which is very popular nowadays. So ethene upon polymerization gives a long chain, big molecule, which is known as the poly. Poly means many. This is called polythene, which we are using every day in the form of bag. Okay, though it is giving wonderful work, but as you know already from newspaper, it is biologically water, not degradable, so it is giving threat to the environment. Chlorothene or vinyl chloride gives polyvinyl chloride. PVC pipe we're using, for the water connection or electrical cable. This is propene to polypropene. Unbreakable crockeries are made from this. Okay. So using the small unit which are known as monomer, we make a large molecule polymer. Mono, one mer molecule. Poly, many molecule. Monomer, one unit. Polymer, many units. Process polymerization. Just to understand, okay. Monomers becoming the long chain of polymers. Process is polymerization. So in the polymer industry, it is used. Okay, and to prepare some other chemicals, we use alkenes as a starting material. These are some uses of what? Alkenes. Okay, right. So kindly go through all these uses. Okay, so that it becomes perfect. For 1 mark, he may ask. So kindly go through the remaining slides and be ready for the forthcoming examination. Till then, have a nice time. We discuss remaining part tomorrow. Thank you and all.